Hey everyone, welcome to the April 2022 layout update. So in this video I've got tons of new things to share with you guys, and one of them I'm actually really excited for since it's one of my first ever custom builds. So let's get right into that. So for all the new people that have joined the channel recently, I usually start off my layout updates with brand new things that I've gotten over the past month, and this right here is one of them. This is an Acela kit. It's a CP Rail Gondola, hopper. CP Rail hopper with Line reporting marks, and I got this for only $7, believe it or not. $7 from Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace is a very good place to find tons of HO scale stuff for like really cheap, and I got this for $7, which I couldn't believe. That was very nice. And this car has quite a bit of detail. As you can see right here, you've got a coupler cut bar, grab irons, all that cool stuff. And this right here is the second new thing that I got this month. This is a Tyco knob hill trolley. This is something that you would not expect me to buy, but I was really looking for a trolley for a certain project that I was going to do in the future. And from the same guy that I got the CP Rail hopper from, he was selling this trolley for only $15, so I decided to get that while I had the chance. The reason I got this trolley is, as I mentioned, for an upcoming project, which involves this trolley going around a very tight radius. It's about a 10-inch radius or so. So this is probably one of the only locomotives that can handle such curves. Now this right here is not anything new, but it is NSA 520, ex-NSA 520 I should say, as it was patched recently and it was sent to CN for leasing. So I've actually modeled it here, I've heavily weathered it, and I've added the patch here, which is seen on the prototype. The weathering is not on the prototype, but I just decided the weathering would look nice. And I also added a GE burn mark here. GE-9s and GVOs are infamous for this happening. Sometimes the turbochargers can have certain problems and it can produce these huge burns on the side of the locomotives. So I thought that was something to share. You guys might have never seen this locomotive before, but this is actually NS9678, the other Norfolk Southern -9 I used to have. Basically, long story short, I decided I wanted to paint this up into a CP locomotive, since I don't have any CP on my layout and my layout's more Canadian. So basically, I decided to strip all the paint off of here, and I put primer on this cab, took off all the grab irons, masked the windows. And basically, I'm going to repaint this former NS locomotive into CP paint. So I went out to the craft store today and picked up some paint. These are Mr. Color Spray. One is red and one is black. This one's for the CP, and this is for the underframe. So basically, in next month, you'll see a lot of updates on this locomotive and how it's doing. But for now, this is where I have it in its unpainted scheme, and it will be repainted probably actually tonight. So while I'm filming this video, it's going to be like this, but when the video comes out, it'll probably already be painted up. But I'll obviously have to get all the decals for it and get it all decorated up. This month I also got the road leading into the now new locomotive facility. Now I had plans to put an intermodal yard back there, but just with the way the layout is set up, operations would be really hard actually. So I decided to just change it to a locomotive engine shop to store all my locomotives that I have. And I also got the crossing boards reinstalled because before they were causing tons of problems. Everything was derailing on them. Turns out I didn't mount them properly, so I took them off and replaced them. And I also did the smooth it for here that goes straight across. Also this month I purchased some Walter Scenic Express figures. I got a few of them. And I also got this cameraman from another company, which I thought was pretty cool. He will be a rail fan or somewhere on the layout. And also this month I got the curves done for the track. I've got one main line, track number 1, going all around right now. So one loop is operational. And I also have plans on making a yard back here, a staging yard. For all the other freight cars that will not be able to fit on the front of the layout, they will all go right here. Got quite a lot of room back here to put a decent sized yard. And all the flex track that I got from the Kitchener Model Train Show will come in handy here. Now, one of the most obvious changes to the layout, if you guys haven't already noticed, is the ballast. Now, you're looking at track at the main lines right now. This is track number 1, track number 2 is in the back. But if you guys remember from my old videos, the ballast here used to be all black. But what I chose to do, I chose to basically vacuum it all up into a bottle and replace that ballast with the gray ballast. I just thought I didn't do a really good job with the black ballast, and I feel like I could do a bit better. So I basically ripped it all up, ripped all the track up, and relayed the track with brand new gray ballast. So I think this looks a lot nicer, and you can obviously see I did a much better job with it than before. And just another thing that I did this month was weather up my Acela. As you can see here, I've done some light weathering on it, which I think looks a lot better than before. And if you guys haven't already realized, I went to Boston this month, and I took this thing with me. So go check out the video, I'll have a card up here. And it was basically a super fun trip. I went to Boston South Station, North Station, took the subway a lot, didn't get a chance to ride the Amtrak train, but that's alright. And overall, just had a fun time there. But unfortunately, there will not be any engines of CN this month. They will be postponed to next month, since I had absolutely no time this month to do them, due to my school assignments literally being all presentations this month. So yeah. And that's gotta be a wrap for this video on my new layout update tour thing. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and thank you all so much for 100 subscribers. I know it doesn't seem like much, but I've literally only been on the platform for about 4 months now, and the amount of support I've been given is absolutely amazing, so thank you all so much for it. With that being said, I thank you all so much for watching.